Greetings, beloved human family and co-creators. I am Gilles Mancillon, and I thought I come to you today to speak of the circular nature of time. For as human beings, we believe that time is somewhat linear; it kind of moves forward. But from a higher standpoint, time is circular. Everything we create will come back to us in some form. Sometimes we have an unpleasant experience, is because we have created in the past through our subconscious, through our fears, through our doubts, something, and then eventually we have to it's coming back to us to haunt us in some form, so that we may have a chance to transform it. And so we are eternal creator spirit that will never change. It is something that we all have deep inside and something we need to create. We already are that, but we need to bring to the forefront of our consciousness those remembering, this recalling our eternal nature, in order to become a sovereign creator of our own experience, and so that we may live at the cause and the effect in the same time of our own experience. From an eternal standpoint, the cause and the effect are one, but as linear time beings, we are always there is always a delay between the cause and the effect. But if you do not like something that you are experiencing, you can deactivate it and replace it by a new cause, recreate something new, recreate something positive, use the violet fire, the white light, the golden light of Christ, whatever works for you. Breathe, let the soul, do not nourish fear, do not nourish doubts, do not project into your future any fear, any doubts, anything that is unwanted. And so just trust in your power of creator, that from your positive, as soon as you return to a positive state of mind, then you are able to envision something that is positive and create from there. For your best guide is to stay within your heart, to listen to your heart. Your heart will never mislead you. You have to learn to trust that. It is very important to learn to trust the heart, because the voice of the heart is the most powerful, potent source of wisdom that we can find. It is our GPS in spiritual sense. Often when I speak of those spiritual experience and higher realms, I always use the word extraordinary or marvelous. It is, but it's because I do not know. There is no way I can translate in linear words some of those things that I can experience, that I know about those realms. There is no such a thing as words that can describe some of those things of the spirit. We will all experience it eventually, but until then we have to keep working on applying our spiritual technique in order to pray for lucidity, so that we may free ourselves from all the close of the samsara, the impermanence, and move into the sphere of light in order to experience that. Because talking about the things of the spirit in linear time would be like if you would be sent back into the 15th century and you would try to describe the internet to someone who's working the field and growing potatoes or whatever. It would be quite impossible. There would be absolutely no frame of reference for anyone at this time to grasp the idea of what the internet might be. Yet for us in this time and space, it is part of everyday life, and it is something that's completely understood. And finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about is about the river of life. Life is like a river. Once we open our heart, there is this river, this flow of energy that flows and flows and flows and flows, and it is an eternal flow. Right now in third dimension, it is like we're holding on to one side of the river, and we are constantly being asked to let go, but we keep going, we let go, and then we keep coming back. The point is to find the right current, not to be submerged, to learn to swim all the way to the other side of the veil, where your soul, your other soul is, where your guides are waiting for you, where your creator is expecting you to reach eventually. And so it is a journey. It is something we have to create bridges to cross that river. And once we allow this river to flow, this love, this abundant love to flow, we eventually reach the ocean. And the ocean, once we reach the ocean, everything stops. It is a 0 point. We become one with the one, and as we are just like a drop of water, but we cannot be dissociated from the ocean. We become one with something that is utterly beyond words to describe, beyond words to express. and so there was all this old Zen proverbs, Eastern proverb that said a drop of water is very little, but once united with a lake, when will it dry? So that is the idea. Once you connect to the higher, to your higher self, you are constantly being connected, constantly being fed, constantly being supported by this greater energy that is beyond any one single consciousness, and there is really no need to even we can always go back into the drop, become individual, but we still know that we are one within the one, and that is enough to continuously enjoy all those things that are part of that higher collective energy. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for your presence, for your sharing, for your comment, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.